things for a living. Night shifts. Easy money, right? Most people are gone by 6 p.m., leaving me alone with nothing but the hum of fluorescent lights and the occasional creak of old floorboards. There's this one building downtown, a 20-story glass monolith where the higher-ups work. It's usually dead quiet, except for last Tuesday night. I was working my way through the 14th floor, vacuuming carpets and wiping down desks. Something felt off. You know that prickly feeling like you're being watched? I chalked it up to my imagination and kept moving, but when I walked past a conference room, I froze. The lights were off, but the big glass window let me see inside. A man in a suit sat at the head of the table, perfectly still, his back to me. Didn't know anyone was still here. I called out, tapping on the glass. No response. I shrugged and moved on, thinking maybe he was asleep. But a few minutes later, as I pushed my cart to the next room, I heard something. Software rhythmic. A tapping sound, like fingernails drumming against wood. It was coming from the conference room. I crept back, peering through the glass. The man hadn't moved, but his hand was now on the table, tapping. Faster and faster. My stomach knotted. "Sir, are you okay?" I asked, my voice shaky. He didn't answer. I hesitated, then opened the door. "Hey, sir." The room was empty. The chair where he'd been sitting slowly spun in place, as if someone had just stood up. I slammed the door and bolted down the hallway, my cart forgotten. But as I turned the corner, the lights on the entire floor flickered, then went out. The only light came from the green glow of the exit sign at the far end of the hall, and standing beneath it was the man. His face, it wasn't right. His features were smudged, like a blurry photograph. But his eyes, if you could call them that, were two black pits, oozing something dark that dripped onto his suit. He started walking toward me, slow, deliberate. His footsteps echoed louder than they should have, like the sound was bouncing inside my head. I ran to the stairwell, practically throwing myself down the stairs. When I reached the lobby, I burst through the front doors and into the night, gasping for air. The security guard outside looked up from his phone, startled. "You okay, man?" I nodded, too shaken to speak. "You look like you've seen a ghost," he said, chuckling. I glanced back at the building. The 14th floor was completely dark. But as I stared, one window lit up, the conference room. And in the window, silhouetted against the light, was the man, watching me. I don't clean that building anymore, but sometimes, when I pass it at night, I swear I see someone standing in that window. Always on the 14th floor, always watching.